Alright, so here it is. I know it's getting a little dark, but some of us got to work for a living. Can't be home before dark. 20 by 31, 9 feet from the house. Getting more down through there. Get a few things done. Car and truck fit side by side nicely. Measured it out before I ordered it. Decided to go with 20 by 31. It's kind of hard to tell here, but I graded this area out so the water that comes from that road down through my yard and also off this driveway right here, so that water does not go through my carport. I added a little dirt there to block it off and then graded this out so it runs right around the carport nicely. The grass is starting to grow a little bit, surprisingly, because I haven't planted any grass. Hopefully it'll grow good enough to before it actually washes out. There's a side, and I also had sand on the side. I took this sod and dirt and spread it over this sand, and it really made this grass take off that I did not plant either. I think some of the grass in the sod, even though I broke it up a lot when I was grading, it's dragging along there. It's still, I think some of that grass took, and I already had a little bit of grass trying to grow here anyways, but it was sand. So once that sod got on there, it really started growing nice. So this is the low side. Down here, got room for another car. I just worked on that lawnmower under the carport in the shade nicely the other day, and I think I'm gonna keep it out of my shed, have more space in my shed. I'm gonna keep it under this carport. Normally the golf cart would go under there also. Right now, because all the water runs off the back right here, I'm kind of keeping this tarp, or else it'll wash a trench out, and I had to actually straighten it out, the trench that I had washed out, and I did that when I dug that ditch, or that little thing up front, and I put sod back here also. And believe it or not, the freaking grass is growing underneath the tarp. It's raining so much, I guess, and it was already, everything's staying so moist. So I'll pull that back on the weekend when I'm home, so I know that it's not going to rain and flood this area out and wash all my hard work away again. I'll pull that tarp back and let that grass keep on growing. But that's it, 20 by 31. They got a brace on the 4 corner standard. I did the, I think you call it A-frame, which is that overhang right there, instead of the side rolling down along the edge. I had to go 7 feet tall to get my truck in there, so I added a little bit of money. If you do get the other carports, like if you can see that brown one in the background back there, which is rounded off, the way the rafters are, you actually kind of get an extra foot out of it because the way the rafters round off to the side and connect into the legs. But they put standard 4 braces. You can get extra braces if you want, but it's pretty sturdy. I mean, it moves, but not too much. They came in here, the first thing they did when they put this stuff down was hammer these stakes in the ground. They're, I don't know, probably 2.5, 3 feet long. And they took these mobile home anchors, and they have a big round drill head on the bottom. So when they drill them in with that big old tool, and then this little eyelet here, they bolt through. The carport's not going anywhere. I think there's about 4 on each side. And you can see also where they lifted up this side, and screwed it in a little high because it was a little low on this side, and that's how they made their adjustments to make everything level and make everything the water flow off to the back. Got my gravel in here. That was 4 yards. That was like 300 bucks, but it's worth it. Spreaded it out with the tractor. Dumped it on at the end on some plywood, and so it wouldn't be so hard to clean up. And then took the tractor and just little by little spread it out, and then dumped it in here a little bit, and then took the hard rake and kind of raked it out. It was a lot of work, but turned out pretty nice, and I'm happy. That's about it. Hopefully this grass will start growing. I can take all this stuff off of here.